second place that the faith will affect you at is your actions. Is your actions. James will tell us in chapter number 1, from verse number 19 all the way up to verse number 22, but mainly 22, he will tell us that do not just listen, do not just hear, do not just allow faith to enter your mind. Now allow also that faith is in your actions. The faith is in your actions. So there is the believing part of faith that affects our mind. There is the action part of faith that affects our will. Amen. There is the believing one, the knowledge one that affects our mind. It's not enough. Then it has to sink into your will so that what I have heard, I can have the willingness. When Jesus told Peter, come, Peter had it. A form capacity in his mind. Then he acted on it. His will pulled him from the boat and dropped him on the sea. So faith must also affect your will. Amen. Reverend Waro is coming back to come and deal with demons of lack of will. That you always want to, but you don't. As in, the action part of faith, you have a will that doesn't have the dimension of the action part of faith. So you know what you should do to be a millionaire. All of us here know what we can do to become better than we are right now. Every one of us here knows. But we don't have the willingness to act. So the action part of faith must be activated in us so that in our will now we know that this is the way, then we walk in it. Because we can hear a voice behind our ears. Isaiah 10 and 21 and 13 is telling us that you hear a voice behind your ears telling you that this is the way, walk in it. So we can hear yes and not also walk in it. So for us to hear and walk, then our mind and our will must be trained.